What is up, everybody? On my play, and today we're back with another episode of Supermarket Simulator CEO. We finally have a restocker. I did some behind the scenes stuff. By the way, you'll see how he maneuvers. He does not moonwalk and slide across the floor like in Business Owner. Now, I hope everyone, first and foremost, are having a beautiful Friday. It is boiling here in the UK. It's about time that we had a difference in weather again. I'm going to take this time in this video to explain a channel update. 6 days ago, or a week ago, I did a video where I was talking about why I demonetized my channel. And I need to address that because obviously there's been updates on that. And I couldn't go into all the details in that video because I do not want to give out my personal information, my personal financial situations over here. You know, nobody is obligated to do so. So I'm going to use this time to explain everything because some may have noticed that I have re-monetized my channel. A lot of people know a lot about me based on the fact that I've always been very honest, open and transparent during my time as a gamer on YouTube, and that won't change. I do wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm always going to be totally honest, upfront and real with you because you deserve it. Now, obviously a lot of people know that I am a single parent to a special needs child. Now, in the eyes of the government, that is my job. I am not expected to get a job, go out and work, because you know, what I do is a full-time job in itself. You know, I never know from 1 minute to the next if I need to leave and go and pick up my son because he's having, you know, some difficult times at school. So, you know, I'm here, there and everywhere, you know what I mean? And I am literally doing this by myself. There is no help. I literally do this day to day solo. It is hard, but you know what? I'm used to it. So yeah, what I was saying is, in the eyes of the government, that is my job. Now, I looked into everything before I monetized my channel to make sure I knew what I was getting into, to make sure that I wasn't breaking any rules, you know. So I knew exactly what I was doing, which is why I monetized my channel. Because look, I'm a single mum. If I can better me and my son's future, my son in particular, then of course I'm going to do that. Any parent in my situation would. You know, let's be honest. If something happened to me, my parents are elderly. Like, what happens to my child? You know what I mean? So, yeah, sometimes I do worry about all that stuff, as you would. So, of course, I monetized my channel. Now, when I received my first payment, I declared it to each governing body that I needed to declare it to. I did everything by the book. And unfortunately, someone that didn't know what they were talking about on one of my accounts scared me and made me believe that I was going to lose all my money based on that. So obviously I panicked, demonetized my channel because I was like, am I seriously now going to lose everything over a little YouTube payment? You know what I mean? By the time YouTube took their taxes, I'm going to be 100% real with you. By the time YouTube took out taxes, I got £74 for my first payment through ads. So, you know, that's not a huge amount of money at this stage. So I was like, how is this even possible? Like, I've read up about this. I know what I can earn, what I'm entitled to, etc., etc. So yeah, I panicked, guys, and I demonetized the channel. I was like, there's no way I'm going to end up homeless or anything like that over YouTube. You know, no. So when I was saying about when I monetized my channel, I started not to enjoy the channel, it was because of that worry. Like, I've just monetized my channel, trying to make a little something of myself, and already I'm being suffocated. And obviously I had my D-Day yesterday where I found out what was going to happen. Turns out the guy that left me the message on a certain account didn't know what he was talking about, scared the living daylights out of me. The woman I spoke to yesterday is not happy, and she has messaged that individual to say, please stop worrying people when you work in payments department. You do not work in self-employment department. So yeah, guys, I literally did not know until yesterday what was going to happen. Like, I was stressing. I've been trying to keep positive and high spirits on the channel for the last week, but I can assure you I've been nothing but stressed. People that know me close, like the gamers that I'm really close with, that I consider close friends, that I tell all my personal stuff to, you know, will vouch for me that I have been so stressed out. But yesterday I had the most amazing lady on the phone that explained to me that because I am a full-time carer, in the eyes of the government, that is my job. I'm well within my rights to do part-time work and earn money from my YouTube channel. So she was like, I can't believe she's like, I wish you would have spoke to us first. She's like, can you like undo it? Can you remonetize your channel? I was like, yeah, of course I can. She's like, please do. Like, we encourage people like you to earn yourself some extra money being a full-time carer to your child. So to the individual, obviously I'm not going to name any names, and he'll, I don't even know him from Adam. All I know is his name is Matthew. Mate, you need to really stop doing that to people. Like, honestly, the message he left me was so snotty, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like this could be the end. Yeah, I was worried, guys, all for nothing. So now I am a self-employed YouTuber, and it feels freaking good. Like I said before in videos, before it all went wrong and someone worried and scared the life out of me, it feels good. It feels really, really good to know that I'm doing something that could potentially in the future, change mine and my son's life. I'm not going to say dramatically, but definitely like on a decent scale. I mean, the extra money I'm going to be receiving is already helped. Now I'm a little bit annoyed because that guy has cost me money. Obviously each day that was going by I was earning more and more money, and obviously by demonetizing, now money isn't everything, and I've stated that on my channel, it really isn't. But guys, it does help in my situation, especially with the electricity bill from having this on, and the games, and being able to get better equipment for the channel to make the channel better. So obviously getting paid to do this does help. It really does. So obviously that is why I've remonetized my channel, because there's so much more I'd love to bring to the channel, but I'm going to need to be making some money back from this. There's no way I can keep pouring money into this. My car, for instance, my gosh, it's a second-hand car. Excuse me. I'm drinking a can of Coke. It's a second-hand car, people. I've not even had it a year, and already, there's been problems. It's just been in the garage not long ago. It was in the garage again yesterday. It's back in the garage to be fixed with more things on the 20th of May. Like, this stuff costs hundreds of pounds. Like, insurance, being a first-time driver, is a lot. You've got your car tax, you've got petrol, you've got when your car go wrong, and obviously I'm pouring a lot of money into my car right now. So if I can get a bit of money back from this to then be able to put back into the channel, that, if you've noticed I've not been buying many games, there you go. I literally cannot afford to at the moment with my car, and I've not even done the clutch yet. This is like without the clutch. We're going to do the clutch in the 6 weeks holidays. Luckily my parents are paying the majority of that for me, unless things change, which I won't allow them to do, because yeah, they wanted to do it as a birthday gift, because my birthday is in the 6 weeks holidays. But like I said, I'm always going to be totally honest with you, but the reason why I couldn't give every single detail in the last video was because I did not find out until last night what my future held. Like, I didn't know what the consequences were, and there are no consequences. I can earn this money from here and keep it, every single penny of it, until I have got a limit to where I would then have to start paying out of every single pound. How much is it? I think I have to give 55p out of every pound after I go over a certain amount of money, which is a decent amount. We're nowhere near earning that a month on the channel anyway. So, all the extra money I am getting from this is going to help with all new equipment, games and everything. And yeah, I just literally couldn't tell you anymore at the time when I did the last video, because I literally did not know. I was so stressed. I was happy that I'd demonetized my channel, because technically I then was eradicating part of the stress, but the stress still lingered about what was going to happen. Never ever be panicked, people. If any of you on my channel is in my position and you feel like doing something like this, if you read up and it says that you're allowed to do this or this, don't ever let someone make you feel like you've done something wrong, because the chances are they don't know what they're talking about. So I'm really, really freaking happy this morning to know that everything is fine. Like, I'm not in any trouble. I'm not going to lose my money. You know, I am now registered as self-employed, so every month I just have to declare what I've earned between a certain period. And that is it. So guys, that is everything. You know, I've been honest and open with you about my financial situation. I'm a full-time carer. I got panicked into believing that I was going to lose everything, and that was absolute horse crap. And that is why I've remonetized the channel, because this all costs money. Now, money isn't everything, of course, but you know, it does help in my situation, especially when you have a car. You're a lone pet. I need my car for my son being special needs. There's no way I can not have a car. Taxis cost a fortune. Public transport is a problem when you've got an autistic special needs child. Anything can happen on a bus to set your kid off, and my son, when he wants to, can be absolutely... Anyone that knows autism know autistic people are very strong, and when they lose control, it's a dangerous situation. So, you know, public transport could be a very serious thing, which is why he no longer gets transport through the school. I literally take him and pick him up in the car now. So I just wanted to get that out there for you, and I hope you appreciate the fact that, you know, I've put a lot of my business out there that I didn't need to do, but I just didn't want you to think, hang on, she's a hypocrite, because, you know, a week ago she said she's demonetized the channel, now she's monetized the channel. I literally could not give you any more information at that point, and I only found out yesterday that I am good. So honestly, I slept so well last night. You know, you can imagine some of the thoughts that were going around in my head about that. And you know, it's just like, what am I going to do without a car? Like, I won't be able to afford my car or anything. So yeah, I'm so relaxed. I should have just waited until I had this telephone conversation, but I just wanted to stop everything so that if that telephone conversation had gone in a different direction, I could have said, look, I've demonetized my channel. Oh, you know, and that I was no longer... I even took my bank details off of Google AdSense. I was that, like, worried. So now I've had to go through that system of verifying my card, and, you know, so that I can start getting paid again. It's so long, but yeah, we're making the steps to getting back to how we were and stuff. So yeah, like I said, when I was talking about how when I monetized my channel I wasn't enjoying it, that was what I was talking about. It just caused me so much stress. I have noticed YouTube are picking better ads now. I do prefer the ads that they're showing me, because it was like Temu, or Temu, and I was just like, I didn't really agree with half of the ads, but I've noticed they've been putting like different ones on, which is good. But yes, it's just something I need to do, guys. If I want to keep this channel going and keep my car going and everything else, I will need to, you know, I'm putting in a lot of effort to this, and I think I deserve to, you know, get some money back from it so that I can bring more and more games and better equipment to the channel. So that is my plan. And I always said about giveaways as well, that still stands. Oh, and by the way, I know people were disappointed that I cancelled the memberships. Of course, when I demonetized, I had to do that. I am going to reactivate memberships, but they're only going to be £1. Literally £1 for a month. I don't know what that equates to in certain different currencies, but that's probably, I think £1 is less than $2. I want to make it fair for everybody. So in a way, this has all worked out, because before my memberships were different tiers, but I'm not doing that anymore. Everyone for £1 a month is going to get the same, what do you call it, the same amount of stuff. And all I'm going to be doing for £1 a month, people, I'm not going to complicate and stress myself out, because I want to have a healthy relationship with YouTube and my channel. I'm going to, for £1 a month, you'll get prioritized responses to comments, and you'll get your badge. And so for every month you're a member of the channel, you'll get a new badge. And I've already designed them because I had that active before I had to cancel the memberships. So if you would like to be a part of the channel for just £1 a month, I will do that later on today. And feel free to join. We're going to have a lot of fun. And the channel will get better from here now that, you know, I can earn a bit of extra income from this, and I can just put it straight back into this and then keep the money that I get normally for my car and other stuff, which, you know, is normally what anybody does. Anything extra will go to the channel, and that's that. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way, guys, and I hope that explains everything. Yeah, and it's nice to get that off of my chest as well. But yes, I did do some behind the scenes on this yesterday, and this is our restocker, and look, he actually walks. He doesn't just slide across the floor. We're now level 15, nearly 16. As soon as we hit level 20, I'm going to be getting another cashier. But look, he actually walks. Look, this is amazing. So yeah, people asking me what would I prefer. I am actually going to say I do prefer this one over business owner for many reasons. I know a lot of people, let me put the lights on, a lot of people do ask me that. What would I prefer over this or business owner? Now that I've seen the restockers and the cashiers and everything else, this one 100%. I know the VR version of this game has its issues, which I always thought that games like this with VR, if they were sort of indie developers, they would have problems. But this version is fine. You know, you do have your little issue at the start of the game because you get duplicated shelves. This till was a duplicated till, but luckily that didn't cause any other issues. I just deleted the shelves that I got for free, and it sorted it out. But yeah, I definitely prefer this one. 100. Not £100, but 100%. But yeah, it's been an absolute roller coaster. Like this last week, whew, I've really been through the ringer. But I'm just happy to say that, you know, everything is everything is good. And it's onwards and upwards from here, guys. Honestly, it is onwards and upwards. But yeah, look at that. What a difference with this restocker. And he actually holds the boxes like you would hold a box. If you notice in business owner, they hold the boxes in a really like a handbag kind of thing when they're going to take it to the bin, whereas he actually holds it the same way when he's filling and when he's taking the empty box to the to the bin, sorry. Alright, she wasn't happy about something. I'm going to be checking in with Hypermarket after this. Just to see, you know, what's new. I haven't played it in a while. I did stumble, and I knew I'd come across Croissant Games before and wasn't happy with the game that I bought. I stumbled upon the fact that one of the games I got last year called Supermarket Manager Simulator, that was Croissant Games, and when I was playing it I was like, this is basically Hypermarket. And yeah, that's because it is from Croissant Games. I don't dislike the game. It is just annoying. It's very poorly made, and unfortunately that is a case of they copy and pasted from that game into Hypermarket. The positive thing about what they've done is they have made Hypermarket a much better game than what the Supermarket Manager Simulator is. But yeah, we'll check in with Hypermarket. We'll do a day. Oh, are we done? Okay, I'm going to get the lights out. At least. I finished the day. End of day 26. Cake, biscuits gone down, lemon gone up. So let me just do the fluctuated prices, and then I'm going to end this episode because I do have some content to get through today. And as I did say, I do want to try to keep my episodes shorter, so there's not so much to go through. Alright then, well that's the prices sorted. We've got just under £1,500, which is not bad at all. We don't need to buy much stock either. We've still got a lot of money in the store. I do need bleach, I can see that. I'll probably get another box of whiskey. We definitely need UHT milk. I need to make 2 rows of them, so I think I'm going to do some changing around. Yeah, I'm going to do some changing around, but I'll do that behind the scenes. He's all finished. I don't know what we're going to call you. I think we're going to call you Trevor. Or Wade. You look like someone out of GTA, kind of. And obviously this is called Machine Gun. He's called Machine Gun Kelly. Obviously he retired from music after the Eminem feud. But yeah, we need... He kind of looks like Wade, yeah, from GTA. Just he looks like he's got eyeliner on, but he just hasn't got the dreadlocks. So yeah, we're going to call him Wade because he does look like he's about to go wading anyway. So yeah, Wade and Machine Gun Kelly. Anyway, guys, I hope you appreciate my honesty when it comes to, you know, what I've just spoken about in this episode. And I hope that just clarifies and clear things up for those that might be confused that, you know, I said I demonetized my channel and now it's remonetized. So, yeah, that is the reasons why. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. We will be back with another video of Supermarket Simulator CEO. I really do like this one better than Business Owner. The more I play it, the more I realise this is definitely a better version. So if this is anything to go by for next year, I think we're going to probably be in for a bit of a treat. Who knows? We'll have to just wait and see. Anyway, God bless you all. Take care. Peace. Thank you for hearing me out. I do appreciate you all. I love you all as well. Thank you for being a part of the channel. If you do want to become a part of iPlay and support for £1 a month, guys, that's all I will charge to make it fairer for everybody that don't have much money. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you later.